I'm getting ready to color match my Jeep door handles to my Kevlar exterior. I got the Jeep from Starwood. It's actually Kevlar, not Rhino line. You can see the whole thing. Got the door handles off, the KC lights. You can see the texture, but I'm just going to do them white to color match. Got the whole top. Let me show you what you actually have to do to get the doors off. First thing is you have to disassemble the whole inside of the door. It's not hard to do. There's dozens of videos showing you how to do that. The trick is right inside of there. You can't tell how deep it is. Let me stick my finger. So it's about fingers like you think on that side. It's deeper on this side. I made the mistake when I first started and I dropped one of the screws, the bolts down. Had to go buy a magnetic rod to get to it. You can see it's just these little bitty washers right there. So I got all the doors off. So what I ended up doing, I had to buy a pair of long needle nose pliers. So when I unbolted the screws, I could reach in there like this, grab it, and pull it out very carefully. Because again, if not, you drop one of those, it's all done. I've also taken the rear lights off. I'm going to paint those. I'm going to leave all this black. It's going to get pretty dirty with the tire, and got the wheels powder coated. Got the license plate bracket off. The fuel filler door. Back door. And I took the grills down as well. Getting the doors off. You can see straight through. I'm going to try to paint the rear view mirrors by keeping them on. I just loosen them up some. There's 2 bolts on the inside. Mask the whole thing. Cover this up. And the inside door panels. So that's it, kind of taken apart. About an hour or so, I'll update. Show you when I'm done. It took me probably an hour and a half to get everything off. That's including the time I spent getting this. You could also see my quilted interior. I'm actually redoing it red. The new Sony Mirrorlink Garmin down there. Take the dash out too. Get that done. And the vents. Follow up soon. Thanks. Now and sanded everything down. Used odorless mineral spirits after sanding it. It's still kind of wet, but you can see how it's still wet. Got a nice sanded finish using steel wool. Have the light guards, the interior door rails, vents, bump stops, the door handles, front of the KC lights, sound bar, fuel filler. It's still all black. What I'm actually going to do is clean it one more time, tape the lights off, tape the screws and everything on the door. Also, what's crazy is on these, they made this screw that was in here bigger than the screw that was on the dash console. It's pretty difficult. It's larger than normal size it'd probably be in an Allen wrench, so you want to make sure you have that. You don't have to take them out, but I think it will look better, more factory with the screws out. So this is everything getting ready to be painted. Again, have the whole truck just in case it gets some overspray. And I'm actually going to come back and paint these still on the truck. I couldn't really figure out how to get them off with the wire. There's 2 easy bolts and 1 bolt underneath, and it didn't just come off, so I didn't want to break it, so I'm going to have to do that the hard way. Again, you could see the Kevlar. It's not a sticker, that's actually painted. Currently right now I have the Terra grapplers. Tomorrow I'm putting the trail grapplers on. I also have a video you could look at doing a comparison of the two. Anyways, back to this. So far I'm about 2.5, almost 3 hours into the project. I'm going to prep it one more time with a clean rag, let it dry, start painting it, and I'll show you everything when it's done being painted. So I got all the accent pieces out, my KC grills, all the door handles, the interior door handles, rear light covers, the rear tail lights, speaker grill covers, the tweeter covers, and the license plate. And what I did was I bought the multi-grade steel wool with coarse, medium, and fine. So you see it start with coarse, kind of stripping it down some, medium between coats, fine for finishing. And I'm gonna go ahead and try out Krylon Fusion for plastic. I actually got this from Walmart, I believe it was about $5 a can. Plus I have the plastic. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and scuff this all up. You can see, to avoid any overspray, I masked off pretty much the whole side just with the drop cloth. Pretty simple. Took the bump stops out. Those pull right out. Those 2 screws right there. You can see it got the inside pretty tore up. Speaker grills just twist and pop off. So there's also a video to teach you how to get these out. It's a pretty cool little trick. Just search for Jeep Wrangler vent removal. You got to turn it at about 1 o'clock, stick a screwdriver in, twist them off. All the door handles, fuel filler. See, I got the Fosgates back there. I'm gonna leave that door handle. Go ahead and get started. Got the first coat done. Just got done sanding it. Getting ready for the second coat. So far so good. Again, this is just the first coat, and I did some pretty hardcore sanding. You want to try to sand between coats, especially with plastic, because especially if it's exterior, you want to make sure that you get 3 or 4 layers deep. So you want to scrub pretty hard, especially on that first go around. Especially with things like door handles, they're going to be exposed and they get used all the time. So I put 1 coat on here and pretty much sanded the whole thing off again. But you can see it still kind of has a base coat, which will be good, because by the 3rd coat you won't even be able to tell that it was black underneath. Come out really clean. Stuff like the speaker grills, you don't have to be as hard because those are going to be inside the car. Let's go look at the other one. About 3 or 4 hours in now between the wait time. probably about 4. But gives me something to do. It's fun. Definitely probably above average skill level. But get some tape, scuff it up, start painting. Okay, I'm about to start with the second coat. Just finished with the 3rd coat. You can see it's still wet. Got everything pretty much ready to go. Gonna let it all dry. I missed a little piece right there. I gotta get that. You can see. But got the KC lights done. All the door fixtures, the vents, hood stops, fuel filler, speaker grills, license plate holder. Door handles are a bit tricky. I'm probably gonna have to hit those more than one time. Maybe another time. Because I gotta let those flip over, let this side dry, flip them back over. Let's go around. About each coat takes a full can of spray paint, so I suggest you get 3, 4 or 5 cans really, just to be safe, depending upon how many times you want to go over it. Get about 5 or 6 drop cloths, just wrap it around your car as good as possible. So here goes the finished product. White side view mirrors, KC lights, bump stop. I'm having the side rail powder coated. Came out pretty good. Couple little flakes right there. This is kind of some overspray. Hopefully the handles hold up. We'll have to see. This one needs to be retouched up a little bit. The back bumpers, license plate holder, fuel filler, dash trim, tweeters, defrost, and then the speaker grills. Also threw in these red because I'm getting ready to do all red interior. Just leave me a comment if you have any questions. Took quite a bit longer than I thought, but looks great, so I'm not going to complain about it.